Need a new roof? Thinking about renovating your home? Well, if so, you'd better watch this next story. It's about an Ottawa area contractor who has been in business for years, even though angry customers say his real goal is ripping people off. Simon Gardner has this CBC News exclusive report.
Hi, Mr. Slobodjan. How are you?
Meet Phil Slobodjan. He's the owner of a company called PSC New Home Construction. Customers are suing him. The provincial government is taking him to court. Almost everyone we spoke with says Slobodjan is a brazen con artist.
I think he's a scumbag, really. And that's how he makes his living. He rips people off.
Spend some time in the Ottawa Valley and you'll soon discover why some refer to Slobodjan as Slippery Phil.
If you know Phil, it's always a story about him ripping off somebody. It's come down to pretty well that you just can't trust Phil Slobodjan. He's ripped off everybody around here.
This owner seems to have a good disappearing act, so he takes the money and he takes off.
Slobodjan's shady way of operating has earned him an F rating from the Better Business Bureau.
The owner of this company is requesting some very large deposits for jobs that he either doesn't show up for at a later date or does not complete or does shoddy work.
Philip Slobodjan lives here in the Renfrew area, but he does construction jobs throughout the Ottawa Valley, including the city of Ottawa. At first, people who meet him are charmed, but that is soon replaced by anger and disgust.
Ken Wu hired Slobodjan to put a metal roof on his West Ottawa home. He gave Slobodjan $9,000 before the job was completed, something he would soon regret. Photos tell the story. The new roof looked like it belonged on an old shack.
He do a lousy job and he never finish it. he make the roof worse than before.
Wu demanded a refund but got nowhere. He's since shelled out $10,000 more to go back to a shingled roof.
So this is the garage?
This is the garage, yeah.
Neil Herbert and his father hired Slobodjan to build a garage for Neil's Ottawa home. He convinced them to pay $14,000 in upfront money.
We wrote him out a check to start the work, and it just never happened. Just never happened.
They eventually built the garage themselves for about the same amount they'd already paid Slobodjan. The list of people claiming Slobodjan owes them money includes fellow contractors.
He didn't pay me. He ran off without paying me.
Michael Whalen owns an established company called UK Roofing. He says Slobodjan hired him for a job, then casually announced he wasn't going to pay him the roughly $3,000 he owed him for the job.
Said a few words, and he said a few words to me, and he said, look, there's always another sucker roofer around.
We wanted to get Slobodjan's side of the story, so we went looking for him. First to his farm near Renfrew, but he wasn't answering the door. So we tried phoning.
Hey, Mr. Slobodjan, it's Simon Gardner, CBC Television News, Ottawa calling. I just want to reiterate how important it is that we talk to you and get your side of the story.
Finally, we tracked him down in Ottawa.
We just want to talk to you.
No answers for us, or for that matter, his upset clients. At this point, some of them are still trying to get money from Slobodjan. Provincial government charges for deceptive and unfair practices are still before the courts. But he has a history of not showing up for court dates and ignoring judgments. Despite all the legal action, he's still in business. Tomorrow, we'll investigate why. Simon Gardner, CBC News, Ottawa.